In this video you see, step by step, how to form an LLC in Indiana yourself, directly on the official state portal. The state filing fee is $95, and the whole process takes about 15 minutes. No formation service required. Everything for an Indiana LLC happens on the state portal called INBI's. Open it and choose Get Started. The filing you are about to complete is the Articles of Organization. The fee is $95, and it is paid by card at the very end. Set aside about 15 minutes. Unlike some states, Indiana does not let you file as an anonymous visitor, so the first thing to know is that you will need an account. Indiana uses one login across all of its state services, and it is called Access Indiana. If you do not have one yet, choose Sign Up and create it with your email address. The state sends you a 6-digit code by email. You type that code in, and then you choose a password. Keep these details somewhere safe, because this is the same login you will use in 2 years when your report is due. INBI's now offers you 2 doors. Guide Me opens a business wizard that interviews you about which kind of company to form. Frequent User goes straight to the filing. You already know you want an LLC, so choose Frequent User. Nothing is lost by skipping the interview. It only asks questions you have already answered for yourself. This screen is the one place where a wrong click costs you real money. There are 3 columns, and Limited Liability Company appears in the first 2. The left column, Domestic, is for a company you are forming in Indiana, and that is the one you want. The middle column, Foreign, is for a company that already exists in another state and only wants permission to operate here. Choose Limited Liability Company in the Domestic column and select Continue. First, Indiana asks whether you have already reserved a name. Reserving a name is a separate paid filing that holds it for 120 days, and almost nobody needs it, so answer no. Now type the full name of your company including the ending. In this walkthrough the name is Juniper Crest Ventures LLC. The ending matters. Indiana expects a proper indicator such as LLC at the end of the name. Select Check Availability and Indiana searches its register while you wait. A green line telling you the name appears to be available is what you want to see. Read the wording carefully, because the state only says it appears to be available. The final decision is made by the Secretary of State's office when your filing is examined, so a green line here is a good sign and not a guarantee. Enter a business email address twice. Indiana uses it for official notices from the Secretary of State, so use an address you will still read in 2 years. Under Period of Duration choose Perpetual, which simply means the company has no planned end date, and that is what almost every LLC wants. The effective date is already filled in with today. You may set a date up to 90 days in the future, but be aware that a bank will not open an account for the company until that date arrives. Scroll down on the same screen to the principal office address. This one catches people out. The wizard lets you press Next without filling it in, and the review page later shows the word None where your address should be. Fill it in now. The good news is that this address does not have to be in Indiana, so if you live in another state or another country, your own address belongs here. The registered agent is the person or company that receives legal documents for your business. Indiana has 2 firm rules here. The agent needs a street address inside Indiana, and a post office box is not allowed. The state itself says on this page that if you have no Indiana address you may use a service company or an Indiana attorney. Choose Business as the agent type and type the name of the agent company into the search box. The search returns a table with the agent's name, their Indiana address, and a status column. Check that the status says active before you go any further. An agent that is not active cannot legally serve, and your filing would be rejected for it. Notice that the address shown is inside Indiana, which is the whole reason a service company is useful when you are out of state. Select the radio button in the Select column to attach that agent to your filing, then choose Next. One point worth hearing before you move on. Later, on the signature page, you will be asked to confirm that this agent has consented to being appointed. That consent is a real agreement between you and them, so arrange it with your agent before you file rather than after. 2 questions decide how your company is run on paper. Will the LLC be managed by managers? Answer no if you will run it yourself, which is the usual answer for a small company and means it is member managed. Is the LLC a single-member LLC? Answer yes if you are the only owner. Indiana notes that this second answer is optional and that it is used to work out how the tax authority treats your company. The governing person is you, the human being behind the company. Set the title to member, since you chose member managed a moment ago, and enter your first and last name. There is one rule Indiana states plainly on this page. Indiana law forbids naming a business as the governing person, and your filing will be rejected if you enter a company name here. It has to be a person. Then enter that person's address, which again does not have to be in Indiana. This step is easy to miss and it matters. Choose Save Governing Person, and watch the table at the bottom of the screen. Your name, title, and address should now appear as a row. If you press Next without saving, Indiana offers a button called Continue without saving, and it does exactly what it says. Your person is dropped and the filing goes forward without one. See the row, then continue. This screen asks whether you want to attach additional articles, and it says optional right on the label. For an ordinary LLC you attach nothing at all. You would only use this if you had extra provisions drafted for your articles, and in that case they must be a PDF under 2 megabytes. Choose Next and move on. This page is your last honest look at the filing, so read it line by line. Check that the business type says Domestic Limited Liability Company, that the name is spelled exactly as you want it printed, and that the principal office address is a real address and not the word none. Check that your governing person is listed and that the registered agent shown is the one you picked. Every block has an edit button, and fixing something here costs nothing. Fixing it after filing costs another form and another fee. This is where this walkthrough stops, and it is worth explaining why. The 4 boxes on this page are not formalities. You confirm that your registered agent consented to the appointment, and you verify, subject to the penalties of perjury, that everything in the filing is true. The page states plainly that signing a document you know to be false is a Class A misdemeanor. So read all 4 lines, type your own name as the signature, choose your title, and only then add the filing to the payment cart and pay the $95 by card. That part is yours to do, not mine to do for you. That was the complete filing. Indiana does not ask for a report every year. Your LLC files a business entity report every 2 years, and the fee is $31 online. It is due in the month your LLC was formed, and the first one lands 2 years after you file. For free templates, your operating agreement, EIN guidance, and optional services, visit freellc.us. The link is in the description.